What the f*** was that?
James, it's Valtteri.
There's something loose between my legs.
You mean like forever?
I don't know.
Tripping major nutsack.
Come on! No more radio for the rest of the race.
Hello everyone and welcome along to the reserve drivers as we wrap up the Monaco Grand Prix preview Baku in what promises to be
An unusual episode this.
They're all unusual to tell you the truth. I'm Tim McDonald, he's Luke Rocker.
Thank you, Timmy Boy. Monaco, the crown jewel of the Formula One calendar. I watched it with keen interest, and I'm sure you did too.
The diamond in the rough, and this episode promises to be more rough than diamond. So what a weekend it was in Monaco, Lukey boy, and look, so many highlights, some incredible on-track action. Just incredible. To get the ice cream van drivers of Monaco to perform the anthem was a wonderful touch.
Hey, we have a lot of merch, but I want to get my hands on those hats. Look at those.
They're hats with their very own halos. It's incredible protection that they've got there. I mean, that's the Monaco anthem. Of course, we're heading to Baku, our favourite anthem, an anthem that took roughly 5 minutes to write.
Tim, yes. Sergio Perez got the W, got the win. It was a momentous occasion for the Mexican. And the key to his success is all down to one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, I think the team is a great momentum. We're having great momentum. The team is in a great momentum, a good momentum. I say that we're having great momentum.
It wasn't just momentum on track that Sergio had, it was momentum off it too. Here we go.
Oh! Well done, Checo.
Well done, Checo. Great momentum, great forward flip.
Lovely of him to test the depth of the water for Max. It was just a nice touch. Dive headfirst into the pool.
Someone who needed that momentum jumping into the pool was Adrian Newey. Take a look here, Tim, at Adrian Newey. Going, there he is here. Ready? Look at his temperature. And then, oh! They're all streaming in, and just take a look again. Adrian has a bit more of a delicate approach. Okay.
Of course, the best entry into the water all weekend, Lukey boy, was by our man, Craig Slater.
And it's it's lovely to
In he goes.
Absolutely thrown in.
Whoa, what has just happened? Craig Slater.
Craig Slater was in the water. Thankfully, though, he was able to swim his way out.
I can't believe we just saw that.
I tell you what, lucky he can backstroke.
Someone help him. Everyone's just watching. Not one person has offered a hand of help there. Craig, you legend.
He is a legend, Tim, and we have mentioned countless times that he's the ultimate professional. You can throw him into a pool, but he will still come out guns blazing and stick to the job.
We're going to hear back from him.
Today was about going from dries to wets.
And then look, ready? And back into interview mode.
Craig Slater is unstoppable. You can throw him in a pool, you can drown him, you can waterboard him, but he's going to come out and get the exclusive for Sky Sports. Well done, Craig Slater. Well, it wasn't just Checo, Perez, Adrian Newey, and Craig Slater in the pool, Lukey boy.
Quite funny because I was going with my kids to the pool and he was going to the racetrack, so it's quite a contrast.
How times have changed.
Quite a contrast in our day ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Nico Vlogsberg was going to the pool. He was going to drop the kids off at the pool. That's not quite the right phrase, is it?
Hey, it's been a while since we've got to see the great Nico Vlogsberg.
And he was at the pool for a very important reason.
Hey everybody, I've got a new startup investment that I want to tell you about.
Any ideas what it might be?
Is it a startup investment about launching startup investments? Because he is A+ at that.
The last time, I think it was Cricket Pastor, wasn't it? It's a very serious startup investment.
It's called Happy Ocean Foods from Germany, and they're on a mission to save the ocean.
On a mission to save the ocean.
Noble cause.
From what?
So we're going to try and get you some new angles on this thing.
There it is, the GoPro up the arse.
I didn't see that one coming, Tim.
We found new angles to get that into the show. But look, it's a really serious startup.
Plant-based fish and seafood like shrimps.
Plant-based shrimps. Nico Vlogsberg's investing in plant-based shrimps. I think he needs a temperature test. I think he's got monkeypox. I think he's got shrimp pox. I think he's got plant-based shrimp pox. But it's been a big weekend for Nico in Monaco, Lukey boy.
Wow, that is crazy cool. How cool is that?
I mean, it's no plant-based shrimp, but it is pretty cool. That is the Mercedes EQXX. It's an electric concept, and Nico Vlogsberg got the honour of driving the car.
Sorry, Nico. Maybe we didn't tell you, but these are co-drives, so actually you're not allowed to drive by yourself.
I can't drive it.
I know in Mercedes-wise you're not qualified.
Which was tough because he had to drop those kids off at the pool, Lucky boy. So that was going to be tough. But Nico, he took.
Did that guy just say in Mercedes terms you're not qualified?
Yeah, according to Mercedes, Nico Vlogsberg is not qualified to drive a car. But it's okay. He managed to sit in the passenger seat and chat to the driver. And Nico certainly knows a lot about the car.
So what about on the suspension and everything now? It's all from the B class.
No, it's all custom made.
Is there any of that yet in the series somewhere?
No, not at all.
And the basis of this car is the EQB platform.
No.
He certainly knows his stuff about the car. And look, towards the end of the video, Nico realised it was just easier just to agree with what the driver was saying.
You can feel how it's light, huh? I sense.
And also
you really feel how
low center of gravity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that as well. I think probably even more the low center of gravity.
Yeah, that's it. The low center of gravity. I think Nico Vlogsberg's got a bit of a low center of gravity. But look, Nico doesn't have the facts, but you don't need facts when you can just repeat the facts of the driver.
At the rear end, we got some fiberglass springs, also for saving weight. Looks very futuristic.
There's fiberglass rear springs to save weight on the rear.
Look, he's just repeating what the driver is saying.
Tim, what he's doing is he's just repeating what the driver was saying.
I think we do get it, yeah. And if you do want to see some springs in the rear...
So we're going to try and get you some new angles on this thing.
Angle number 375. Not being able to drive that car kind of explains why he was doing his race summary like this.
So, what an F1 weekend, huh? I mean,
chosen the bike to do the race summary.
Either that or he's doing some deliveries. I don't know what he's doing.
Of his plant-based shrimp. But just in case you're worried about his road safety, don't fret.
Yeah, I'm just riding home now on this closed road. That's why I can do it whilst I'm cycling.
Closed road, safe.
In Barcelona, the last race. Not a closed road. Didn't realise there was other cars.
Okay, so we've covered all the big talking points. Nico Vlogsberg, shrimp pasta, Craig Slater in the pool. Apparently there was a race in Monaco, Lucky boy. Sergio Perez won. And look, a lot of drivers were struggling for grip in Monaco. Not Checo.
He wants to be fighting for wins and given the chance.
Oh, there he goes. Checo was struggling to get a grip at the car, Lucky boy. Charles Leclerc, he was struggling to get to grips with something else.
That the start procedure was delayed right at the start. It's possible that there was an outage that affected race control.
You mean into the term cockpit, I think, with that footage there.
Well, you know the way to get grip is through friction, Tim.
You've always said that. Let's take a look. What? But well done, Checo Perez. An amazing win in Monaco, and he was clearly very excited, if this camera angle is anything to go by. Whoa! Okay. Whoa! Okay. All right. They're struggling to grip, and then they're gripping too tightly. There's gripping too tightly.
I'm not sure what the Prince and Princess of Monaco would have thought about that, Tim.
I mean, that's momentum that we don't want to see. We don't want to see that momentum. Can we just check back in with Checo? Whoa! Okay, righto. But Checo was atop the podium, Lucky boy. He got the trophy, and Monaco's a little bit different, a little bit quirky. They do things differently with the trophies. There's Checo Perez. He gets a trophy for winning, whereas Carlos Sainz, he gets a small child. They do the trophies differently in Monaco. Actually, speaking of that small child, we did see him atop the podium.
The Red Bull Driver Development Program.
And speaking of the Red Bull Development Program, it's nice to see two other kids being held hostage there, right on the podium there. They're obviously the trophies for second and third. And judging by the way Checo was celebrating on that podium, there might be a couple more kids coming for the Princess of Monaco.
Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Neither.
No. Actually, speaking of Prince Albert of Monaco having kids, Lucky boy, I think we got a little bit too much information from David Croft.
Once asked Prince Albert who he was rooting for in the race of the weekend, he said he normally roots for.
We're not gonna play the end of that. We're gonna cut that clip there. We know what happens.
Oh, and people ask me, what do you do for a hobby, Luke?
But well done, Checo Perez, and for all the drivers, it was all smiles.
It's super special. We did a really good job.
It's a freaking disaster today.
A freaking disaster. He could be describing the show, by the way. Tough race for Charles, Lucky boy, but he was staying silent after the race. He didn't have too much to say about it.
Hey guys, I will be short because obviously I'm extremely disappointed today. Everything was going well, and it hurts. Obviously, it's at home. It was obviously very easy to do mistakes, and that was probably the most tricky part. Everything was going extremely well, but it hurt a lot. Yeah, I don't want to say too much more than that.
Doesn't want to say too much more than that because the camera ran out. But bad luck, Charles. Tough race for Charles. Better race for Carlos Sainz, though, and here's what he had to say after the race.
Sì, ciao a tutti. Giornata molto difficile oggi per la
Okay, sorry. No, we don't want to do this joke again, do we?
No.
Tough for the Ferrari fans. Tough for Australians laying on a very thick Italian stereotypical accent like you, Lucky boy. Your takeaways from the race?
Look, I don't want to say too much, but che cosa ne che hai fatto grande questo de pasto?
In all fairness to Carlos, he drove a great race,
Yeah.
and no one was more impressed than Jolyon Palmer.
It was unlucky, I think, really. I actually thought Carlos did a really amazing job today.
Try telling your face that, Jolyon, because I don't think the words in your face movements quite match up.
It was unlucky, I think, really. I actually thought Carlos did a really...
No, well done, Jolyon Palmer. He is my favourite F1 expert. Absolutely, he does a great job. Carlos ran a great race, Lukey boy. He made some great calls in the race, great strategy calls for the tyres, but he made some great calls before the race.
How's your confidence been with the car this weekend?
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Carlos. You saved Rosanna there.
Because you need the mic when you need to talk.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks. Look, I don't want to say too much on that, but fatto grande 4-5.
But Charles and Carlos, Lukey boy, certainly had a lot to say pre-race when they took viewers on a behind-the-scenes tour of the Ferrari garage, pointing out all the sites of interest.
TV for some guests, the toilet,
Some sofa.
the toilet.
The toilets are just behind Antonio, but I'm not sure it's the most
important. The bin.
The bin. Oh yeah, and the bin.
Oh, the bin. Oh, the bin. You got to mention the bin. That's where the Ferrari strategy came from.
Bravissimo.
Thankfully, though, they moved on pretty quickly from the bin.
With paper,
We recycle.
plastic,
The water.
the water.
Okay, an incredible tour, but thankfully, they did manage to find one room of interest.
So here we are in a very special room, but I don't think we can show any of
You
these.
can show maybe on top.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful access, wonderful insights. What room was it in?
The toilet.
Probably best that we didn't see that. Well done, guys.
Tim, to Aston Martin?
Yes.
I'd like to talk about Aston Martin because I watched a video of their team boss, Mike Crack.
Our friend.
A big friend of the show.
Crack of the show, Mike Crack.
So big friend Mike Crack.
Big Crack.
Big Crack. Crack on with the show.
But you watched a video of Mike Crack, and apparently Mike Crack really opened up. We got to see a whole new side of Mike Crack.
Well, we certainly did, because watch how he deals with a heckle from a certain somebody.
Crofty, listen now. Not talking, you don't talk, I talk.
Mike Crack was irritated. It's not good when Mike Crack is irritable.
You don't want an irritable Crack, I can tell you that much.
But look, if Mike Crack is irritable, Tim, just use some creams and lotions, okay? You can find them in the Aston Martin garage. Just use that between 2 to 4 days, it'll be gone.
That should really loosen up my Crack, shouldn't it?
If that doesn't work and Mike Crack is still aggravated, Tim, just follow K-Mag's advice.
Scratch it.
In fact, I think this Monaco marshal was heeding that same advice.
What is going on there? What is going on there? Just speaking of hands where they shouldn't be, Lukey boy, at the end of the race in Monaco, there was one more lap. Once the time had been timed out, there was one more lap. But have a look at the way that they signalled there was one more lap.
Lap count down somewhat. We start one more lap.
Just a finger. Just a finger. Either he's signalling one more lap or it's time for Fernando Alonso's prostate check. I don't know what's going on there. What is that the signal of?
I think we know why Mike Crack was so irritated, Tim. You mentioned Fernando Alonso, Tim.
Yes.
On the driver parade, I want you to take a look at the building behind Fernando Alonso in this clip.
Fernando
Now, can you see what I'm seeing? It is the Monaco Steak and Shake. Think Monaco, Hermes, Gucci, the Principality.
Louis Vuitton, the royal family, and then Steak and Shake.
It has a Steak and Shake, which just blew my mind. So I did a bit of digging, and I did a bit of research, and turns out people that went to the Steak and Shake only a few days ago, and they weren't happy. Look at this review, okay? That is somebody, if you look here, they ordered at
6:40 p.m.
and they were waiting at 8:24. Now, a couple of things come to mind. 1, why didn't they leave? 2, why didn't they ask? And 3, when you read, I translated this caption, the end line there, I'm not going to say it in French because I don't want to butcher it, but it means no shit. So they're not happy. Then I looked at another Google review. So that happened 2 days ago.
So that's the Steak and Shake and Shit House. What's going on there?
Steak and Shake and shit. And then you look at the Google review here, 1 star, manager was an absolute disgrace. Well, not to worry, it's F1. Smile, take the money as you possibly won't get it every year, as Monaco might change.
Whoa.
So the fans are laying in, okay, to the Monaco Steak and Shake.
They're not a fan of the Steak and Shake.
Not a fan of the Steak and Shake, and that's got me worried, Tim. Because you know here, I like a corporate partnership, okay?
No one loves the corporate dollar better than you, Lukey boy.
And we've had a few Heineken, we've had a bunch of different corporate collaborations. And
Corporate partners of the reserve drivers.
And I thought, we've got to get another one on board, one that's struggling. So, we're a big conglomerate now. Let's give them some airtime. Let's roll the Steak and Shake Monaco advertisement.
Mais c'est pas le steak burger.
J'ai trop le seum.
Tu vois, papy, ça, c'est l'authentique steak burger de Steak and Shake. Tu pourras toujours essayer de faire un bon burger, mais tu ne feras jamais le steak burger.
Actually, I think you cut that ad short, Lucky Boy, because apparently they end up in the toilet.
The Monaco Steak and Shake, Tim. The burgers are fresh, the drinks are cold, and most important of all, it's tax-free.
Well done to the Steak and Shake.
Tim, in Monaco, they run a little famous event.
The Steak and Shake. We've talked about it. Let's have a look at it again. No?
No, it is the All-Star Celebrity Soccer Match.
The All-Star Celebrity Soccer Match. Sorry, I've just gone a bit Nico Vlogsberg and just repeated word for word what you said. Tell us about it.
Take a look. There is a piece of footage. I watched it, all 4 hours of it. I watched it, and one piece of footage really caught my eye.
Chi ha vestito la maglia
della
Roma sono importantissime.
Whoa! Have a listen.
Attenzione, potrebbe esserci calcio di rigore oppure no, ha perso gli occhiali Stefano Domenicali.
Oh!
Now, okay.
Stefano Domenicali.
That is F1 CEO, F1 boss Stefano Domenicali being taken out by the one and only Daniel Kvyat.
Well, no surprises that it's Kvyat. The stewards are definitely investigating.
And they're taking
Whoa!
He's not happy. Daniel Kvyat, Stefano Domenicali. Thankfully, Stefano was all right. There was only one casualty.
The only casualty was Domenicali's glasses. The boss was subbed off shortly.
Subbed off.
Subbed off for his glasses.
Subbed off.
Still, I mean, to come out of a collision with Danny Kvyat alive is a fair effort. Well done, Stefano Domenicali.
Tim, a bit of celebrity news, bit of Hollywood news.
Yeah, because we're done with all the F1 serious analysis stuff. We've done shrimps, pools, steak and shakes, toilets. Like, give us some serious celeb news.
Top Gun Maverick,
Yes.
just been released. The must-see film. I've seen it. Big fan.
Are they paying you?
They're not, but I would take that Maverick money. I'm a bit of a Maverick here. You're a bit of a goose. I've always thought. Anyways, I saw it. It was great. And I tuned into the Channel 4 coverage of the Monaco Grand Prix, and I saw this.
Whoa.
Okay, there's Tommy C, Maverick himself.
David C, Mark Webber, and the other guy.
They got the exclusive interview with Tom Cruise. They love Tom Cruise, and I mean really love Tom Cruise.
What a pleasure it is to have you on our show. First of all, I'm just glad you chose not to be a race driver. That gave me a chance. Such an honour to have you here. Hell of a film.
Is there anything you can't do, first of all?
You're flying a fighter jet in it. You know, I held back a little bit because I didn't want you to be quicker than me. You're taking that G, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the G's.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your time.
It's been an absolute pleasure for me.
Keep going. I'm going to keep with those lessons, you know?
But that's all, you know. I think that's the fun of life, isn't it?
That is the fun of life. Well done to those three. I'm amazed that they picked those three to interview Tom Cruise because those three are not known for their interviewing skills.
What the hell did you have for breakfast? If you had to get a tattoo of a Formula One driver, who would you choose and where would you put it?
Easy. I get a full-size Lando Norris on my penis.
Amazing.
Or would you prefer I said scrotum?
Tim, they were thrilled. They got to meet a hero, no doubt. And what's your reaction after you meet Tom Cruise?
What just happened?
I don't know. I don't know. Was that real?
Alrighty, Timmy, time to turn and burn.
We've got to get out of here, Leaky Boy. We'll see you all next time in the toilet. We certainly will. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for subscribing. But to take us out tonight, Leaky Boy.